Hi guys, welcome back to SKP Kitchen Corner. Today we are making tiramisu, a very simple Italian dessert. Since it's Christmas time, we're getting into the festive mood. So here are the ingredients you'll need. So we have 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla extract. You can use any type of vanilla. Cold coffee, you can use half as much as you want. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, you can use any type you want. We have fingers puff pastry, you can use any type of. Then we have about 200 grams of condensed milk. And we have 200 grams of soft cheese and 300 grams of extra thick double cream. Let's get started. So first now I'm going to get our soft cheese and we are going to whip this up so it's nice and soft. So we just have some water in here, so we're going to drain it out. So after we've drained it, we're going to just take all of it and scoop it into our bowl. So this will help thicken our tiramisu cream and gives it a nice creamy flavour. You can use any type of soft cheese. So we're now going to stir this until it's nice and creamy and fluffy. So now we're going to put 200 grams of condensed milk. You can pour this in all at once. There's no need to put it in slowly. Condensed milk sticks to the can, so you might want to get a spoon and get all of it out because you don't want to waste any of that lovely milk. Combine this well together and until it's soft and there are no lumps. So as you can see now, it's nice and creamy texture. It's nice and white. It's not too thin or liquidy. So now we're going to go on to the next stage, which is we are going to whip the cream. Now we're going to pour in our cream. So this one's extra thick, but you can use normal double cream. So this is 300 ml of cream. So now we're going to whisk this until it's nice and fluffy. If you're using normal and thinner cream, I would advise you to use a hand mixer, electronic whisker, because it will take a long time. Don't worry, you can still do it by hand. So now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. So after this, I'm going to mix this with electric whisker. So I'm just going to mix this powder in first, so the powder doesn't flick up on our faces. So as you can see, it's now ready because nothing is on our whisk and it has nice fluffy peaks on it. So now we can see it's nice and creamy, so it's really nice and airy, and we don't want to knock the air out. So now we're going to add in our cream cheese mixture. So we can't add this in all at one time. So we have to add it in 1/3 each time. So we're just going to fold this in nicely. I'm not going to try and knock out all the air. So we're going to keep adding our remaining mixture in. So this might need a little help coming out of the pot, so we're going to have to... Okay, so now we're going to stir this together. So once it's in the middle stage, we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. Teaspoon of it, not that much. If you want a strong vanilla flavour, yeah, you can put more in. So after you've finished with it, there should be no lumps. It should be nice and creamy and smooth. Remember to get the edges because they never get mixed properly. So now you can see it's nice and creamy and smooth now. So we're going to set it aside, and don't put this in a very hot place because it can melt. So put it in a nice chilled place and leave this out. So this is our fingers. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip it into our coffee. And so we're going to dip it in for only a second because we want that nice crispy inside. but we don't want to make it soggy. As you can see, this is the inside. It's nice and crispy. So if you want yours really crispy, you have to only dunk it in for 1 second. You only do the bottom and the top. So our coffee must be cold whilst we're doing this, because it will soak it up really. If it's hot, it will soak up. So you can use a circle dish for this and fill it in. So you have our first layer ready. Now we're going to go and put our cream on top of this. So our base layer is done now, and now we're going to add in our cream. Make sure you save some for our other layer. You can make as many layers as you want. I'm making 2 layers. Our second layer is done. So now we're going to do the same with our lady fingers and put them on top. So this is our last one on our layer. So now we're going to put our cream filling on top of it again. So as you can see, this is our 4th layer, and this is our 2nd layer of cream. We're just going to spread it around now. So our dessert is ready, and we're now going to sift some cocoa on it. So we're going to sift some cocoa on it. So we are going to put this in the fridge for overnight. We can only keep it in there for 4 hours if you're really impatient to get into this delicious dessert. So now we're going to put this in the fridge. So you can cover this with cling film, but this is a box, so we are going to mix it up. So we'll see you when it's been 12 hours. Okay, so now we are taking our tiramisu. Open this up. Like this. So as you can see, we have like these brown edges on the edge here. So these brown ones. So that means that we've left it in for quite a long time. So if you leave it your tiramisu for quite a long time, it will soak up all the cream underneath, and it will turn a dark brown. But since we've laid it quite thickly on the top, it hasn't done much of that except the edges. So now my mum is going to cut this. So we're going to cut the outline of how much we want to cut. Of course, you can just cut it into it straight away. So, because if it's for sharing to the family. So here's our piece. So this is our corner piece. So as you can see, it's not really standing up properly. So once you get into the middle, the pieces that you cut should go out properly and leave inside. So if you want to make this look fancy, you can like add a nice bit of cocoa on the side, put some chocolate drizzle or anything on it, serve it with a cup of coffee or something, and it will taste really good. So here's our inside of the restaurant. As you can see, we have our bottom layer here. We have our cream layer. We have our second layer of lady fingers, and our cream layer, and our luscious layer of cocoa powder.